Hello everybody and welcome back to more Let's Play Diablo 2. Last time we defeated Andariel in Act 1 and made our way over to the deserts of Lane. As I promised off screen, I did a little bit of shopping. Our gear looks a little bit different. We have a nice gemmed ring mail over here giving us various attributes. Same with the helm. And I geared up my mercenary. Gave him my old armor, my old helm. And I gave him trident I've been holding on to for a while. And like I mentioned multiple times, cold is overpowered. It's going to slow down enemies' movement and attack speed. So that's the point of the socketed sapphire in there. So if you've made it all the way to this would be episode 10 of this Let's Play, I want to congratulate you for hanging in there. I think I picked poorly when I decided to do this as my first LP because there's just a lot of downtime where I have to talk and be entertaining, such as when I'm running the different areas, killing a whole bunch of mobs along my way. So going forward, I'm going to approach this LP, I'm going to finish off the Diablo 2 LP a little bit different. I'm going to be basically cutting through the garbage, editing that out, and just basically recording the highlight, the bosses, the major story points, and I guess eventually the point where I die. So, with that said, it may be a little choppy too. I'm not sure how smooth the editing will come out, but as we start our quest in Lane, I'm going to be running through the deserts here, and I'm just not good enough at this yet to have something to always be talking about and be entertaining. And watching through the videos, times when I am silent or I'm just kind of singing, whistling, whatever I end up doing, that can't be fun to watch. So, like I said, something with a lot less downtime would have been a better choice for a first LP. This would have been fine if, maybe this was my 10th LP, but, it is what it is. So like I said, I'm going to start on Act 2 quest, and the remaining of the LP will be almost more of a summary of how I progress through it. So, that decision is made. That's what we're going to do. So I guess the next time you see me here, we'll be at a major story point. I'll see you then. So here's something I wanted to mention. Something I love about this game is their skill tree, their leveling system. We've been using primarily, just to get to our hammer spot, we've been using Holy Fire. But if you look at it, under the green it says Holy Fire receives bonuses from Resist Fire and Salvation. And you get either 18 or 6% fire damage per level. So I just leveled up. If I were to click this up to level 8, it says on the screen my damage would go from 24 to 27. But if I were to instead level up, let's say Resist Fire, we'll go over here. So it would be 27. Instead, we'll go over Resist Fire. And we're at 28. So we gain an extra minimum damage instead of leveling this by leveling one of its I don't know what you call them, synergies or whatever you want to call it. But that's the key to maximizing damage in this game, is properly skilling. And a lot of them make sense. So Holy Fire, Fire Resist, they're kind of similar. We both deal with fire, and so they synergize like that. For our eventual build, the hammers, we're going to be also boosting up Blessed Aim and Vigor, two different auras that we can have. Because as you'll see, each time we click it, we're going to get an additional 14% damage. And so that really exponentially adds up and really ramps up the damage. So it's just something that, Diablo 3 had none of this. Something that a lot of games haven't really had, and I really enjoy their leveling system. So, with that said, we're still venturing through this ginormous desert field, so when I get to the first quest, I will see you again. Alright, so it looks like I accidentally made a mistake. It's been a while since I've played this game. I started in trying to do quest number 2. Quest number 1 right here in town, Atma.
I don't expect this of you, But if you want to help me, I would be patient.
She tells you what's going on. In the sewers below the city, there's a horde creature that
The creature has killed
eats
him.
human flesh, killed her son and her husband, so she
If you
wants
destroy
vengeance.
it, I will-
So actually the first quest in this act is going down to the sewers and killing an evil boss down there. My bad. We will get to that eventually. But for now I'm going to go back to the desert. Completely forgot about that. The second quest is down here in the Halls of the Dead. So once I get to the bottom of this, we'll show you guys what's down there. Alright, so we made it down to level 3. I guess I'll take you guys along for the ride. Extra strong, jeez. As I come back to almost dying. While we make it to what we're trying to find down here, there is a couple other reasons why I wanted to do it this way. First of all, is it's time-wise. It would take, I mean, it's already taken 9 videos, about an hour and a half to go through Act 1, which is outside of Act 4, probably the shortest act. And for the sake of both recording time, editing time, and just your time at home, I think it's just better to be more succinct, if you will, more to the point viewing experience. Furthermore, it's kind of the type of game, if you've ever played it, that once you get into it, you really want to play it. So, the way I was doing it was, you know, record 10 minutes, stop, you know, buffer it out, edit it, etc., put it up on the YouTube account, and really kind of makes you break it up. And it's not the type of game where you want to just like stop halfway through a quest or an act. You almost have to stop at a waypoint or the end of an act or something like that. And this way I get to kind of enjoy just playing through the game. So like I said, it's been quite a few years since I've played through this. I kind of just got the urge to want to sit down and, you know, play a game. So for those reasons, that's the way we're going to be doing the rest of this. And it's still, as you can tell, I mean, I'm already at 15-20 minutes of recording starting Act 1. It's not going to be that much. Like I said, I'll cut it out. Oh, let me interrupt myself. Here's the treasure chest. Get this combat shrine. Got these mobs. Extra strong curse. He went down pretty easy. So what did we come all this way for? Ooh, the Horadric Cube. Of course I have no space for it. And something I have not yet seen in this playthrough is runes. I think I mentioned in a previous video the rune word special items that you can make introduced in the expansion. They're very powerful. As you can see, Neff, it just does either weapons, they'll knock back the enemies, or everything else gets 30 to the fence when you're hit by a missile attack. So, let's see what Deckard Cain has to say about this cube that we just found.
You have quite a treasure there in that Horadric cube. According to Horadric lore, the cube can restore a Horadric staff. To do it, use the cube as you would a scroll.
Okay, so we need the cube to restore the Horadric staff. But what is the staff and where do we get it?
It is an honor to serve.
That's what the rest of Act 2 is all about. So I'm just going to clean up my gear again, excuse me, and head down to the sewers. We'll go back and clean up the first quest. So next time I'll see you, I'm going to fast forward over to the sewers at the final boss. Alrighty, so we're down here in the sewers and my quest log just popped up, which means we are at the boss. Kill rate of it. spent all Act 1 bragging about how good this guy is. Where'd my mercenary go? Just, I don't have to do anything. Just stand here and he kills everything. See, look at that. No problem. He doesn't even have that good a gear on. So we're sitting here actually with the experience shrine on, so we're getting double experience right now. But here's Radamant. Let's just kill him real fast. Oh, I just lost the experience shrine. Oh well. It's a real nice reward from this quest. It's an optional quest, but it gives you the Book of Skill, which all it does is it adds 1 to your skill. But I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at. We'll drop it into resist fire, keep buffing up our fire attack. While I was clearing that, I did find our first green item. That's a set item in the game. Set items, as you can see, this is Cyverb's set. This is his ward. If you get his Sigil and his icon, you get different set bonuses that come with it. So later on, better sets get better bonuses, and they actually become really, really good items. If you manage to get a full set early on, though, it can be quite useful. Definitely worth holding on to. This shield, 57% to block, is better than my 40, and it has higher defenses. I kind of like my 13 to all resistances, but another cool thing about them, if you look at my character on the screen, I know it's kind of hard to see, but see his shield. They have cool special images. Okay, well this one's not that cool, it's just a gold shield, but the sets look good. So I don't know, I'm going to decide whether or not I want to use this. I also found a ethereal 2-socketed mace. Being ethereal gives 50% more base damage than the mace. And with 2 sockets, there is a rune word that I can make a pretty cheap one that's common early on. So I'm going to hold on to that just in case I do find it. Because that would be very useful until it eventually breaks. Because it is ethereal. So that takes care of quest 1 in the beginning of quest 2. As you can see, this updated to, now we have to go through the Maggot Layer and the Claw Viper Temple to find the 2 pieces of the heraldic staff he was talking about. So that is next on the agenda. We're gonna go knock that out right now. Alright, we seem to have made our way to the first part of that quest. The Maggot Layer under the far oasis is this hole, and as you can guess, it is filled with well, maggots. Let's see if we can find one real quick, in case you don't know what that particular enemy looks like. It's Black Locust, excuse me. Scarab, not it. Sure, the only enemy we don't find is the one I wanted to show. There they are. These guys right here. Ooh, lightning enchanted. This could be interesting. So yeah, while I'm progressing through this, one thing I did want to bring up, an interesting glitch, if you will. Or, not glitch, but outcome of the game is they made a required quest, which is this, what we're doing right now, get the cube. But there are 3 difficulties, right? You don't have to get the cube 3 different times. Once you get it, you get it. So a required part of the game becomes non-required. And I wonder if they thought about that when they decided to make Nightmare and Hell mode. Or if they just decided that skipping it is not a big deal. But I always found that kind of interesting. It's like, do it once, you don't have to do it 3 times. It's the only thing in the game. You do have to find the staff 3 different times. You don't have to go back and get the cube. Very interesting. So anyways, there are 3 levels of the Maggot Layer. We are on level 1. I will see you guys in just a quick moment when I find my way down to level 3. This is one of the aspects of Diablo that'll make you want to rip your freaking hair out. This is the entrance. Look at how much we just explored. I don't know how long it took me, 5-10 minutes of killing all these stupid enemies just for the level 3 to be right here. We just literally had to go straight right, there it was. We killed at least 150 different enemies along the way. So it just reaffirms the fact of it, you know, it's just the right choice to cut that crap out using editing. Because not only would I be out of things to talk about, I'd be incredibly frustrated. But that happens so much in this game. You can either spend 25 minutes looking for the right door, or you can get there in about 2. I'm not sure if that's good or bad map design. I've always been on the fence about that. But, you know, it is what it is. The game's, what, 20 years old? So, no, it's not 20. Is it 20? It could be 20. So, you know, it's in the past. I sincerely hope they're going to remaster this game. There's been rumors about it, especially with the most recent StarCraft 2 remaster, although I kind of thought that remaster was a joke. I mean, they made it look slightly better, but that's about it. I wouldn't really call it a remaster. I kind of wanted the StarCraft mechanics with better graphics, not just make it look less pixely. But what it has done, it's kind of given rise to the comeback of professional StarCraft 1, which is pretty cool, seeing some of those old school Koreans go at it again. What they can do on the keyboard is pretty incredible. If you've ever played the game and watched like a pro player, it's crazy. They're super good. So yeah, like I said, hopefully they'll make a remaster of this game, especially like the pathing and some of there's a lot of glitches in this game. But that said, I probably won't even buy it if they do. I've just played through the game enough that I don't think I would get enough enjoyment out of it, even if it is only $20. So I was hoping I'd be able to ramble on. It's probably going to be down here again, just like last effing time. Hoping I'd be able to talk in the short time it would take me to find this boss. It's just a giant maggot. Spoiler alert. Oh, here he is. Okay. Whoa. Okay. So he's right here. A couple bad guys in our way. We'll clear this out real fast. Shouldn't be too terribly difficult. And we lost our mercenary there, but everybody's dead. There we go. So what we need out of here is the Staff of Kings. I have no inventory space, so I will get that and be right back.
Good to see you.
Actually, I'm not going to cut this part out because I don't want to cut out 30 minutes of video. It's going to be too much work for me to do that. Pretty good amulet. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Okay. Let's go back and grab the staff real quick. Staff of Kings. We want this flawed skull. A chipped ruby we'll take. A couple nice potions. Alright. And with that, we've gotten the first half of that done.
The staff. Good day.
So that's going to go right in our handy dandy cube. I think this will be a good spot actually I'll find out if I'm right or wrong after editing, but I think this will be a good spot to end the video. I'm not sure how long it's going to be. Probably more towards 15-20 minutes edited, but raw, I've been playing here for a solid, I want to say 40-45 minutes. So I think I'm on pace to be able to cut this into 2 parts. Let's see. That's real short. This will be short with editing, and then so will this. So yeah, we'll be able to do this hopefully in the 2 parts. So next time on Let's Play Diablo 2 Hardcore, we're going to knock out the rest of Act 2 and take on the final boss. Also, if you can see down here, we are a third of the way away from the pivotal level 18 point. That is when we are going to reskill and get ourselves some hammers. So I'm excited for that. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this new format was better, and I'll see you guys next time.